Okay, good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I say thanks to Mr. Ahmad Agus Setiawan as a lecturer in this lesson, and I never say thanks to Mr. Priyanto and all my beloved friends. I'm Nindya Saputri, the moderator in this presentation. In this presentation will be presented by Group T with theme long-term projection of electricity generation sector in Riau 2020 until 2040 and 40. So Group 3 time is yours.
Okay, thank you Mbak Nindya for the time. Please. Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon everybody. Good afternoon my classmate, Pak As, Pak Pri, and Pak Syukron for the time. So today we are from team number 3. We're presenting about our last project presentation is about long-term projection of electricity generation sector in Riau in 2020 until 2040. And in our team, in team number 3, there was me as myself, Syaffira Handiputri, there was Revata Manggandari, and of course, Rizky Mutiarani. Next, thank you. So, introduction about Riau is currently one of the richest province in Indonesia, and its resources are dominated by natural resources. Sorry. I repeat from the first again, Riau is currently one of the richest provinces in Indonesia, and its resources are dominated by natural resources, particularly oil, natural gas, rubber, oil palm, and fiber plantation. And the Riau provincial government continues to think too hard to find solution for developing natural resources, one of which is a new and renewable energy as we knew as ABT, which is a positive alternative to be developed and by head of the Energy and Mineral Resource Agency, or as we know as SCSDM, of Riau province, Indra Agus Lukman, said that his part was continuing to look a formula to develop regional potential like new renewable energy, which is very possible to be developed in Riau. Next. So the background why we choose Riau province is because the population of Riau province in 2020 is 6,300,094,090 people, with the economic growth of Riau province experience minus 1.12% pressure, and Riau province GRDP of the place was 729,167 billion rupiah, with the electrification ratio as we know as RA of Riau province in 2020 reaching 91.67 of the total household was 1,800,000. The installed capacity of the power plant is 604 megawatt, and the capacity is 797 megawatt, with composition of the energy mix consisting of NRA water 16%, 0% of fuel, 66% of natural gas, and 18 coal. And as we know, world energy demand continues to increase in both developed and developing countries, such in Indonesia. This is due population growth. This is due to population growth, economic growth, and increasing pattern of energy consumption. So, in line with the increasing demand for electrical energy in an area, planning is needed to meet the needs of electrical energy in the future. Planning for electrical energy needs is needed as input data for the planning process for the development of an electricity system and for the operation of the power system in providing energy as needed. Planning is made to help select the best and the most efficient alternative. Next. Okay, so the potential energy in Riau, there was a lot of power plant in that place. I will tell some of the potential energy in that in Riau province. There was PLTD, or as we know as diesel power plant. There was 278.6 megawatt, and then we are get power plant by gas and coal. There was 503.5 megawatt, and then there was coal power plant in mineral. It was 1,448 megawatt. There was geothermal power plant. There was 4.2 megawatt, and then we got gas power plant. There was 472.1 megawatt, and hydropower power plant. There was 114 megawatt, and another power plant. There was biogas and biomassa power plant. There was 24 megawatt. Okay. Next. Okay, so growth analysis in energy intensity and growth consumption will be introduced and presenting by my friend Rizky Mutiarani. Rizky Mutiarani, time is yours.
Okay. Thank you, Mas Syaffira.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we will talk about the growth analysis in energy intensity. The analysis of energy intensity growth is seen from several classifications ranging from household, industry, businesses, social, and public since 2016 until 2020. That the growth rate is obtained as shown in the following table. And in the household, business, social, and public classifications, energy intensity decreased, which was indicated by a negative growth rate result, while the industrial classification experienced an increase in energy intensity, which was indicated by a positive growth rate result. And the graph beside shows the growth of energy intensity in each sector from 2020 to the end of the projected year, which is 2040. The graph is increasing every year, and the most significant increase is in the industrial sector. Okay, next. Okay, this is analysis growth customer. Analysis of customer growth is seen from several classifications ranging from household, industry, business, social, and public since 2016 until 2020. In the classification of household, industry, business, social, and public, the number of the customer growth has increased, which is indicated by a positive growth rate result. This customer intensity data is obtained from electricity statistical data for 2016 until 2020, where the growth rate is obtained from the calculation of the difference between the number of customers in the given year and the number of customers in the previous year divided by the number of customers in the previous years. Okay, next. And for the demand, based on electricity data in 2016 until 2020, there are 5 classifications, and the largest demand for energy users in 2020 is used by the household classification at 56.4%, and the lowest user demand is the social classification at 4.1%. And the largest demand for energy users in 2040 is the industrial classification of 87.8%, and the lowest user demand is the social classification of 0.4%. In the picture of energy demand final units, it can be seen that the need for electrical energy has increased every year. This is due to the number of customers who continue to increase as well. Okay, next. Based on the result of the business as usual scenario with LIP, the current situation in 2020 is still dominated by the oil and gas power plant with a percentage of uh, 27.8%. Meanwhile, for the end of the projection year, which is 2040, the results show that the dominant power plant is the mine-to-mouth steam power plant, or PLTUMT, with a percentage of 32.2%. Okay, next. And this is will be presented by Mbak Revata.
Okay. In 2020, when all power plants are still running normally, PLTD contributes to 24.9% of energy. While in 2023, when PLTD has been terminated, the power plant that contributes the most is PLTU-MT at 13.2%, and the last contribution is PLTGU 1.7%. The second scenario, in 2020, when all power plants are still running normally, PLTG contributes 30.7% at energy. While in 2023, when PLTG has been terminated, the power plant that contributes the most is PLTUMT at 29.4%. And the last contribution is other PLT 0.7%. Next. The third scenario, in 2020, when a power plant are still running normally, PLTD and PLTG contributes 24.9% and 30.7% of energy. While in 2023, when PLTD and PLTG have been dismissed, the power plant that contributes the most is PLTUMT with 34.7%, and the last contributes is other PLT 0.8%. From the three scenario, it can be seen that the PLTUMT contributes quite a lot of energy every year. This happens because beside of the decree of the Minister of Energy and Mineral Resource number 1567 Key/21/MEM/2018 regarding the ratification of PTPLN 2080 until 2028 electric power supply business plan, which require PLN to priority building PLTUMT. Next. Conclusion, the long-term scenario of the electricity sector in Riau province, which is used to reduce the use of PLTD and PLTG as main power plant. Based on three scenario, it was found the PLTUMT take a large part in meeting electricity need in Riau province. This is because the decree of the Minister of Energy and Mineral Resource number 1567 Key/21/MEM/2018 regarding the ratification of PTPLN 2018 until 2028 electric power supply business plan, which require PLN to priority building PLTUMT. Source of electricity energy in Riau province in 2020 are still dominated by PLTD, that after a long-term scenario saw that PLTUMT will dominate more in 2014. Meanwhile, new and renewability energy-based power plant PLTS, PLTBM, and PLTBG in Riau province are still very minimum increase every year. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thanks for group 3. Okay, now are the time for the question and answer session. I would like to 3 question from the participants. Okay, to questioner, please raise your hand or mention your name. Okay, the first question, the first questioner, please Mas Tirangga maybe.
Okay, thank you, Mbak Hema Hirunindya. Okay, I wanna ask about Riau ya. If we look at Riau, Riau has a landscape filled with palm oil plantation, yeah, right? My question is how to develop biomass from oil palm trunks, because I also work in the companies there, and in 2021 the Riau government spoke about the operation, the co-firing PLTU. And how about the projection of the co-firing PLTU in the future? If we see about the situation right now, we got COVID-19, and yeah, please answer my question. Thank you.
Okay, thanks for the question, Mas Tirangga. So group 3, you will be answer one by one or how?
We collect first, Mbak Nindya.
Okay.
Thank you.
For the next question, please Mas Muhammad Feven maybe.
Okay. Is it clear, my voice?
Yes, that's clear.
Okay. I will ask, according to your presentation, you mentioned in your scenario is terminate the fossil power plant, right, for group 3? And then why you are not eliminate all of power plant? And then what's the result if you are using the scenario not eliminate all of the power plant using fossil fuel? That's it. My question. Thank you.
Okay. For the next question, Mas Farisan maybe.
Okay, thank you. I'm just curious about long-term effect of gas power plant. Can you tell me, please? Thank you.
Okay. For group 3, please answer first the question for the questioners.
Okay, first, thank you, Mbak Nindya, for helping. I will answer the Mas Simon first. Mas Simon asked us about biogas, biomasa, and then about co-firing in coal power plant in Riau. Okay, and
sorry, not me.
Yeah. Mas Simon kan? Sorry.
Mas Tirangga, sorry.
Oh,
the
sorry.
first questioner is Mas Tirangga.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, Mas Tirangga, sorry. Sorry, Mas Tirangga. I will repeat about your question. Is about biomasa, biogas, co-firing in coal power plant, and what again? I think that was 3, ya, Mas Tirangga.
Just two, because about PLTU co-firing and PLTU biomass, because I see that your potential energy, there is no biomass there. Okay.
Okay, thank you for the question. So I will answer just a little bit about Riau because I still don't know about a lot of the province but what I read in RUPTL and RUID, there were RUGD. I'm sorry. There was biogas and biomasa is still be processing. So there are not a lot of biogas and biomasa power plant in Riau, but hopefully in the future biogas and biomasa will be increased because in Riau there was a lot of good thing, a lot of benefit things, like you say there was kelapa sawit. I'm sorry, I don't know about this, but yeah, there was soon. There will be interest about biogas and biomassa power plant, and about co-firing coal power plant. I'm still don't know a lot of that power plant, but I will answer honestly about in my insight. Call I'm sorry, coal-firing coal power plant, I think will be added in the coal power plant in Riau, because Riau has a lot of natural things in that, so will be supported to added coal-firing coal power plant soon in 2000. I'm sorry, in the future of the next. I'm sorry that I was, maaf kalau jawabnya agak sedikit susah. There was still ada yang kurang.
I asked about PLTU and biomass because the both of them is interconnected. I mean, I know Riau has has a lot of palm plantation. It start about maybe a long time ago, and now we know the new technology about co-firing. I mean, how about the the interconnected, the both of them? I mean, the both of them become a one plantation.
Okay, so I will answer this just in shortly. So why biogas and biomassa? Oh no, I'm sorry, biogas and biomassa interconnected with co-firing coal power plant, because the waste of the palm for biomassa and biogas, and can be used for co-firing. But I don't know about the use for them now. But I think in the future the the waste of the palm for biogas and biomassa will be using for the future for the co-firing in coal power plant. And I still don't know about a lot of co-firing actually. So for the forecasting, I know I'm just answered by insight by myself. So I'm sorry, I still don't know a lot of about biogas and biomassa and co-firing in Riau, because I still don't know about the waste of the palm was. I'm sorry. Is that okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mas Tirangga. Oh, okay. There was a question from Mas Feven and Mas Farisan. It will be helped by my friend Revata and Mute. Okay, time is yours.
Okay, I will try to answer the question from Farisan. And what is the bad effect in the long run, right?
Yeah, long-term effect.
Okay. That is because the waste is very dangerous for the environment if it's not treated first, because it generally contains toxic substance such as mercury, cadmium, and lead. These metals will form organically and inorganically, which play a role in destroying the life of living things in the waters. And the government strictly requires licensing agencies to pay attention to environmental permits as a condition for carrying out activities. Especially PLTG and PLTGU require a permit for the temporary storage of hazardous material waste and a permit for the disposal of wastewater into the sea. And in addition to the environmental impact cost, if you choose the option of the PLTGU on reclaimed land, of course, you will need an AMDAL that is different from non-reclamation land. Also faced with the possibility of lawsuits from various components of society. That's enough, Farisan.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Mas Revan. I will try to answer the question. Why and fossil power plants are limited altogether? Because residents, companies, offices, and government themselves are still dependent on existing energy. So the reduction of fossil energy must be eliminated slowly. In addition, if the transition is carried out directly to renewable energy, it must require large funds, so expenditure. That's enough, Mas Weven?
Okay, it's enough. Yeah. As we know, it's not like more slow and slow to eliminate one by one, maybe
Yeah,
power plant use fossil.
okay.
But it's possible to Riau province to adapt the renewable energy in the future, right?
Yeah, right. Thank you, Mas
Okay.
Weven. Yeah.
Thank you for your great presentation.
Okay.
Okay, thanks for the question and the answer. I think there's one question again from Mas Simon. Please, Mas Simon, can
Okay,
you share?
thank you, Miss Nindya. Thank you for third group. It was a great presentation. My question is a simple. In the conclusion, your team mentioned about PLTU-MT. Can you explain what is the PLTU-MT and what's the difference with the conventional PLTU? Maybe you can explain the advantage and disadvantage comparison from both of them. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mas Simon, for the question. So the difference between PLTU and PLTU-MT, as we know, PLTU was just coal power plant, and PLTU-MT is the same coal power plant, but using in the mine industry. It's PLTU, or as we know as coal power plant, is for household and industrial, like not a big case or bigger company and an industry business. And for the power plant, I'm sorry, PLTU-MT or coal power plant in mine, it used for the mine industry. Like I know about in Riau, it was tambang. I'm sorry, mineral and mine. There was using a different case and a different, I'm sorry, and different case and in different, sorry, yeah, in the different case and a different purpose for its coal power plant and mine coal power plant. I'm sorry, Simon. This enough or has a lot of mistake from me?
Okay, maybe we can discuss in the next presentation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mas Simon, for the question.
Okay, thank you for the presentation, and thank you for the questioner. I think that enough for me, for us. If there mistake, I say sorry. So thanks. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good afternoon.